I want to let you all know just how important Terry Gigi has been for First Nations children. And some of the other leaders in this room, like Jeff Foxcroft and Judy Wilson and so many other leaders have stood up when it's been hard to stand up. And he's always been there. And I'm so grateful to him and to my incredible friends and family who have been trying to raise me all these years and still have a lot of work to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those kind words, Cindy. I just do what I'm told. I know my place. We're from a matriarchal society. Many of our women chiefs, Samahanuk, are women. And it began with my mom, so I just do what I'm told. The next person I want to honor is, well, she's the youngest of all of my sisters, Mary Gigi. Mary is fierce. Mary is a fierce type of woman. I've seen it firsthand, and I know this firsthand. Who fights tirelessly on behalf of First Nations children here in British Columbia and across Canada. As hereditary chief, Muxtrim's Gabu, she takes seriously her responsibility to her people, and especially to the children. Mary has a powerful voice and has been called upon many times to use her voice to speak up on behalf of children. She has been in the room at the table, navigating the difficult conversations, holding everyone to account, and never backing down when children's needs and rights are at stake. She does this as the executive director for the Carrier Sakani Family Services, as chair of Our Children, Our Society, Our Way Society, as a board member for the Caring Society, and a BC representative on the National Advisory Council, the NAC, of the First Nations Child and Family Services. In her spare time, Mary is also a filmmaker. Those of you who have seen her recent film and know why Mary does this work. It's for love. Mary?
No.
I know. Kind of reverse.
So the next person is Stephanie Wellman. Stephanie's still here. Stephanie Wellman. Anyways, Stephanie has been a warrior standing up for the rights of children. The partnership and collaboration between the Caring Society and Assembly of First Nations has been critical to the success of the Canadian human rights process. And Stephanie has often stood as a key link in the partnership. When the issues have become clouded and the way forward has been uncertain. Stephanie has remained true to her values and helped to keep the work moving forward in a good way. Stephanie's from the Assembly's First Nations from our Ottawa office. I believe perhaps maybe she'd be heading back to Ottawa. So want to recognize her. So that being said, just wanted to say a few words about the work of Cindy, Mary. You know, some of the work that we've done at the as First Nations Leadership Council here in British Columbia as a regional chief. Our sister organizations, the Union of BC Indian Chiefs and the First Nations Summit, we participate in this tripartite working group to change the legislation provincially and initiate, really breathe life into Bill C-92 so our First Nations can take over jurisdiction. It hasn't been easy. And much of the information we find from the Caring Society, we find from Cindy and Mary, the work that we've done was with not only myself, currently it's with Chief Don Tom and Cheryl Casmer, Don Tom from the Union of BC Indian Chiefs and Cheryl from First Nations Summit. And previous to that is former Chief Judy Wilson from the Stoneless, right there. Thank you for the many years we worked together quickly. There'll always be 50 to me, 50 Wilson, that we've worked in the trenches, I guess you could say, or in the negotiations for many of these issues in regards to child welfare. So I just want to recognize that, and I just want to also say that you know, with the current, we've all know about the compensation that has been finally approved of the 23 billion for the many children that were in care post 1990 up to the end of 2021, 22. The work that Cindy and Mary and many others across this country was quite difficult, and I was part of it. And I did what I was told. I didn't want to disappoint Cindy. I could disappoint Mary, but not Cindy. But now the second piece of that is the 20 billion, the long-term reform that we're continue to need to work to the work that needs to be done there. So our nations can take over jurisdiction. And that reform that is necessary to care for our children is there, and to make sure that the original intent in that court case was to call out the government of Canada that they under-resourced our nations in the child welfare system. That can't happen again. That's discrimination. I think that's even more than discrimination. That was really genocidal to many of our children, because it put our children at risk, and some of them sadly have passed. So that being said, I just want to say, it is precious. Our children are precious, and that's why you are all here. That's why our leadership is here, and that's why we have our children our way to help us, help our nations, to help develop policy, to help our nations to take over jurisdiction and care for our children. And lastly, I just want to, I don't know what we're supposed to do after this. Just before, I think you're gonna have some final words. I just want to send prayers and thoughts out to, and condolences to Kispioks and the Glen Bowl. There was an accident a couple of nights ago, and a young warrior passed away, and he was 17. I think he just turned 18. He was on Team BC U19. The U19 volleyball team with my son